ladies and gentlemen. Good day, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. My name is Nicole Nunu, aka Nikki New, creator and fan of Are You Mad? The podcast for the people. So today is Friday, December the 8th, 2023. I am your gracious host, and this is our Tell Me Why You Mad Son Hour. So typically before the holidays, each day we would come on live and we'd offer emotional support to the general public in which you can air out your grievance. This is supposed to be, and actually is, a safe space for you to just tell us why you're mad, son. It was inspired by the late, great, notorious B.I.G. in his Life After Death album, the interlude to Kick in the Door. So if you know, you know, and he goes into an entire rant where he goes, let me tell you why I'm mad, son. Let me tell you why I'm mad. The irony in this segment is that it is definitely dealing with the gentleman, Diddy, Puff Daddy. I know we're kind of tired of hearing everything that's going on with him in the news and in the media. I personally am, because it seems like now everything that we're hearing about this gentleman is totally brought in a negative light. It's very disheartening, almost discouraging in some capacities, but at the same event, we can't ignore that these are allegations that are actually being submitted into the court of law, whether it be civil, whether it be criminal. It's literally out of our hands. We literally are just spectators watching and observing how the legal and the justice system, is managing this. So that's always a little bit of a triggering conversation when you're discussing sexual abuse and domestic violence, and think SA, as a lot of people are saying, because we have to be mindful that he has not been brought to. He has not been brought, legal charges have not been brought against him. So we definitely want to be cognizant of how we're speaking of this gentleman, because he is also somebody's child too, right? As we all are. It's just unfortunate that a lot of other people's children are complaining about their experiences, excuse me, with this well-known celebrity. Excuse me, guys. My sincerest apologies for my slight cough, which is actually, even though it may not sound like it, but it's actually getting a lot better. So moving right along. So today I just want to keep it light because it is a Friday, but I did want to show face because I had someone come to me and say, hey, are you still doing your daily lives? So if I haven't made it clear, PSA, we are following a holiday schedule. I don't know if I had made a formal announcement, so let me do that right now. So we are on a holiday schedule, which means I will not be going live each and every day for obvious reasons. Okay. For one, self-preservation. Two, there's so much that we're trying to wrap up towards the end of the year in preparation for the new year. All right. And third, I just got to take it easy. That's self-preservation again. So you don't really realize how much the loss of a loved one affects you. And usually around the holiday season is when we tend to get that friendly reminder that things are not what they used to be. But you know what? It's all good. That doesn't take away from everything that we've done up until this point. It's just a different way to maybe look at your circumstances, whatever that may be. All right. So next up, National Day. The only thing that I caught for the National Day, I meant to come on live yesterday, but it totally slipped my mind. And again, the holiday schedule is a lot inconsistent. But today is, I think it's National... The days yesterday, I want to talk about yesterday's National Day, because yesterday's National Day is really what I want to discuss. I had more substance. Yesterday's National Day was National Handwriting Day. Now, what made that actually stand out to me, because that's actually one of the areas that I am struggling with, or find a bit. I don't want to say struggling. That's an area that I find challenging. So if you're a parent, a lot of our children like to text and they like to, yeah, just text and type. So the art of actual penmanship, putting that pencil to paper, it seems like it's almost on the verge of being out the door. So you have parents like myself and some administrators like that think on the same page that it's still important for us all to be able to know how to print. And I still believe in script. So, and especially with me having tons of journals, which I find very therapeutic for myself as far as my release. Journaling is, I talk about it a lot, but that's an avenue and a lane that I feel most comfortable in terms of expressing myself. Now I know that sometimes when after we write for a while, our wrists can start to hurt, and I think that's the part that my little person doesn't have the patience for. It's like, why am I gonna write when it hurts my wrist? Kind of like a muscle that we have to flex. So yesterday was December the 7th. I didn't go live, but I wanted to acknowledge National Handwriting Day. Today's national days didn't really catch my attention, so we're not going to focus too much on it, but I definitely did want to take a moment to focus on the National Handwriting Day, because I feel like it seems to be falling into the lost art. Yeah, it seems to be falling into the lost art category. And we don't want to do that. We want to preserve that as much as possible. All right. Now, essential oil of the day. Don't have any essential oils going on this afternoon. It's more of a vaporizer. Actually happening. So if we want to label the essential oil, let's go with eucalyptus and peppermint oil, because that's the components that are in the vaporizer. It's really been helping out. I don't know if anybody else has this little funky cough, but I blame it on me being out in the Northeast without properly preparing myself for the cold. That plus some other components, but primarily what really agitated it was that trip back home. Not gonna hold you. Totally understandable. All right. So again, this is a Tell Me Why You Mad Son hour, in which you have the opportunity to air out your grievances, express yourself. I'm checking the comments and see if anyone has commented or had anything to say. Hey, Cal. Hi. If anyone has had anything to say as far as their Friday, it's Friday. A lot of you probably are online. A lot of you may not even be online. And if you are, that's great. And if you're not, totally understand. Catch the replay another day. But as far as Tell Me Why You Mad, Son, man, oh man. The only thing that I can say as far as tell you why you're mad, tell you why I'm mad, is primarily due to processing grief. That's my only thing right now. And speaking of processing grief, I want to make another public service announcement that our grief support group has been formulated. If you want to join, it's not too late to join, and it is free of charge, so you don't have to worry about coming up with the payment or anything like that. Obviously, I ask that if you're in a position to, definitely support my platform by purchasing any of the fine merchandise, in which I'll have a link readily available to you, but I'm not even asking for that right now. Just something for you to think about once you start to join us, okay? Not asking for any payment, but of course I always ask that you continue to spread the word, right? Continue to spread the word, and by doing so you can purchase the merch and you can have that. It's a conversational piece. We have a number of things, so we're still clearing up our store and where we'll be shipping our items over to make our shopping process seamless. All right, but back to the grief support. So once a month, we're restarting our annual grief support group. We did it last year. It was a little smaller. This year, we got a larger group, and I'm really happy and excited about that. I'm excited about the people that have joined and signed up and their intentions behind signing up. I think it's really beautiful. I hope and I believe that we'll all gain something from each other. Okay, so if you would like to sign up, go ahead, click the link in my bio, and it says Grief Support Group Sign Up. answer a few quick questions just for me to get in contact with you and to send you the information on where you can link us when we're ready to get started. Still 50-50 if we're going to be live or if we're going to be on Zoom. So I need a little bit more input on that because I think we're tied between private Zoom call and a live stream. So hopefully we come up with some type of happy medium. But in the meantime, in between time, make sure you at least get signed up because you don't want to be left out. You want to have those conversations with folks who understand what it is that you're going through. Maybe there's some triggers that you didn't even know that you have. Okay, that come out during certain times. All right. So we want to make sure we're having these healthy exchanges with ourselves or with folks who understand or have been there or maybe just going through it for the first time. So again, if you lost a parent, maybe one or two. So you can take this off. If you lost maybe one or two parents, you can feel free to click the link in the bio and sign up for our grief support group. This is for adults only. I apologize for that in advance, but it has to be for adults. I mean, it's a little easier for me. Since I'm not a licensed mental health professional, but I am a mental health advocate, I'm not licensed, but I am a mental health professional. So I say all that to say I want to be safe. Okay, so I prefer if there are actual adults present in the room, so that in case things are discussed that may be adult or maybe not. You get what I mean. Just for the safety and to preserve the innocence, I request that it's only adults, and I also ask that you come with a positive mindset. Be ready to receive from your peers. Consider us your peers. Whether you lost one parent, whether you lost both parents, these people are still your peers. These people are still going through the same walk in life as you. May not be exactly the same, but one thing we do have in common is that we no longer have our parental figures with us. All right. So I think that's about it for today's live. I'm here. I'm not seeing any comments. I've expressed myself. I got a couple of highs. I thank you all for joining in. All right, you all are very much appreciated, but I just wanted to show my face and just kind of remind you all that we're now on a holiday schedule. So a holiday schedule means that we're not going to be live daily, but I'll still be posting as regularly as possible. So I ask for your grace in regards to allowing me to process the holidays, because I also am an adult orphan. Okay, so I ask for that grace for one, and I also ask for grace to close up the year with a strong start. Okay, I want to finish strong. I thank you all for being here. I thank you all for supporting the podcast up until this point. Definitely be sure to check out the audio podcast. Which streams on all major podcast platforms. That's Are You Mad? ARGH, the letter UMAD. Okay, it was created back in 2019 once I lost my mom, and then I became an adult orphan, and I felt like there was a lot of things that I need to say, so I turned the microphone on. I have a background in mental health. I understand the importance of mental health, mindfulness, and effective communication. So I wanted for us to start having those uncomfortable conversations, because I realized that it is an art. I realized that not everybody is built to have uncomfortable conversations. Therefore, I feel like I've been built to have very uncomfortable conversations, and they don't bother me none the least. I personally prefer to be a little bit uncomfortable to make space so that you can be fully comfortable. All right. Transparency is key, but that's basically it. I'm going to head out. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Okay. Happy Hanukkah. Today's the first day of Hanukkah. If you do celebrate Hanukkah, Instagram, sorry, my other phone was dead and you guys didn't get in on this conversation, but you did get on the last conversation. So I'll catch up with you guys sometime, maybe this weekend, maybe not. It's all spirit based. If the energy is right for me to come on live, I will. If it's not, I'm sorry, but I have to also preserve myself as well. But you won't not see me. So we're gonna go over the best of 2023, our highs and our lows, and I hope you guys are all in for a treat. Thank you again for your time, and you have an awesome weekend. Signing out, Nikki New. Are you mad? Later. Let's close this thing. Sorry, my bad, guys. I got a little. All right, we're out.